Ifunayamo, Ifunayamo, love mo, Ifunaya. Yeah, love. We're talking about love thing today. Yes, I started this series few weeks back. Today, I'm concluding on that series. And what is it? 21 things you should know or prepare for before you go into a relationship. You're welcome to Mary Grace Academy channel. This is that channel where we upload videos on relationship and parenting. But today I'll be discussing on the last 4 things you should know and prepare for before you go into relationship. And the first on the list today is, what are your personal values? Yes, you need to have values that you live for. In summary, what can people say? This is who you are. That thing is what I call your value. You could be somebody who is honest, who is transparent, accountable, loving, giving, and all of those. Those are things you give your life for. Like, if you don't do any of those things, it's like you are looking incomplete. That is exactly what I mean. You need to know what these things are, because it will not be the other way around by the time you enter into relationship. Rather, your relationship will amplify who you are. So if you have not found out and identified what your personal value systems are, there's tendency for nothing to be what you run by, and then there's tendency for the other person too to be confused. So this is why you need to know what your personal value systems are. Number 2 today is, what are the boundaries you have set for this relationship? I mean, the relationship you want to enter into. Of course, even before you enter into relationship, you should have personal boundaries that you set. In terms of, I'm a lady, I will not visit a guy at odd hours. I will not be in the close place only with a guy. Those are personal boundaries you can set for yourself, whether you're in a relationship or you're not. Now, you're not in a relationship, love is in the air, That's to let you know that you need to now up your game, tighten every loose end at this particular time. Don't lose your guard. Don't say, have to roll in the next few months we'll get married. No, it doesn't matter. You need to now have stringent rules that you live by. Both of you will have to sit down, bring your boundaries to the table, and then identify and say, agree together to say, this is what we will live by in this relationship. I did a guide some times back, fidelity plan guide. That guide will help you to know what thing you need to put in place at what stage of your relationship. It will help you to be able to set boundaries for yourself, have personal values that you live for, and also have the plan not to defile yourself. That's if that's what you live for. But if not, then anything goes. So you need to have boundaries set for yourself. That's in your mind even before you go into relationship. That when you get into that relationship, both of you come with such boundaries in your mind, and then talk about what is going to work for the two of you in that relationship. The third I'm talking on today is right mindset. Unfortunately, most young ladies and even young men are going into relationship for wrong reasons. Many are going into relationship for what they can get, but that should not be the case. Rather, you should go into relationship for what you can offer. Imagine I go into a relationship for what I can offer based on the values that I put into myself, and the other person too is coming to relationship for the values he can offer. By the time the two of us bring our values to the table, that relationship is going to thrive and become blossoming. But if I have come into that relationship with, let me take everything I can take now, who knows whether he will end up marrying me or not, and the guy too has come into relationship with a guy, but let's do anything now, because the guys of nowadays, they are not trustworthy. Let's eat and run and all of that. Then at the end of the day, that relationship will leave me worse than I started. And this is why you should have right mindset. And apart from this, you need to also have the mind to work on your relationship. Relationship itself is a living organism, and if you don't pay attention to the health of that relationship, there's tendency for that relationship to die. Yes, it can die. And so this is why it is hard work. Before, you've heard that marriage is hard work, yes, but it starts from your relationship. If while you are in a relationship you don't work at it, then it's not going to be automatic. You have to be ready to do things, and if you don't do this, it will also spill over into your marriage. And you see, that good home you want is not just going to drop from the heaven to the head. No, it is the two of you that will be ready to work things out, and that's where the work is. So you must have the right mindset to say, okay, right, I'm ready to make things work in this relationship. Oh, I don't know before, but now I know better. This is what to do. Okay, so I agree. I will do. We will do, and then we'll agree together and work, because two cannot work together except they agree. And then the last for today is parenting mentorship. Yes, don't marry before you are now thinking of, oh, okay, in the next 9 months I will be a mother, or I will be a first time father. What does it take to father another destiny? You are too late. Yes, you are too late. Before you even go into relationship, start buying books on parenting. Start reading on parenting. You see, a lot of decadence we have in the society today is as a result of laxity in that space of parenting. Our parents have done the best they know how to do, but we cannot afford to use the same method they use for us in this dispensation. Why? Things have changed. Many things have changed. Technology on its own have brought a lot of changes to many things. What you don't know, those kids know. Yes. And so this is why you also need to up your game as a parent to be. So don't wait until you get married before you now begin to say, okay, I think I should learn about parenting and no. Don't wait till then. So before you even go into a relationship, buy books. Read books on parenting to prepare your mind ahead, to be able to know what is obtainable. There are so many good books you can read on, about that subject matter. And in fact, you can have a parenting coach that can help you in this dimension. And this is one of the things we do in Married Grace Academy. Of course, we are also into parenting. You want us to be able to teach you, mentor you, give you that accountability system that you need to be able to parent your world, then you are in the right place. So today I've spoken about 4 things, and which is the concluding part of things you need to prepare for before you go into your relationship. The first on the list today is personal value system, and the next is boundaries. Every relationship must have a boundary. You know why relationships falter at the end of the day? Because there are no boundaries. Every relationship should have boundaries. I've also spoken about the right mindset, very important. And the last I spoke on today is parenting mentorship. You don't want to joke with this. Learn a lot about this. Even before you go into relationship, this will help you. It's one of the things that helped me too. And I know you have received help from today's video. I know you've gotten value from today's video. I need you to do me a favor. Ensure that you subscribe to this channel. Also ensure that you turn on your notification bell so that anytime we upload videos, you can be duly notified. You can share this video also with your friends. You can share with your loved ones, and also like this video. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for coming on board today. Bye for now.